Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq, hey.
Hey, happy birthday to me. Belated.
Yeah, it is. It is this recording after your birthday.
Yeah.
Also, this is the last video of the year for us.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is actually being uploaded on the last day of the year.
Yeah, thank God. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, there we go. We can finally end 2020.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 2021 will be just as fine.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't have to worry about any new strains or any new variants or any new mutations.
The new strain stuff is scary, but I'm just like, just
hey, it got. I think I got discovered in like the last 2 weeks. Makes it sound like 2021.
To be fair, the flu gets new strains all the time. We've started the process of vaccinations. The only thing that's gonna be bad is the fucking anti-vaxxers that don't fucking listen. That's the only problem. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's not gonna go away anytime soon.
Yeah, it should though.
Yeah.
It should though.
Yeah.
So,
but from what I heard from our southeastern viewers, right? You either take the vaccine or you die in Southeast Asia,
yeah,
so it's fine.
Praise Duterte. The Philippines will purify you one way or the other.
That sounds very ominous.
It's funny.
Fuck.
Duterte is like,
Duterte's
Duterte's
like North Korea.
Hey, I talked about this theory with somebody else before. Listen, all we have to do is get all of the heroin suppliers to swap out their supply with vaccines, and we're done. We're cured. We had a fucking the opium epidemic. Over. Done. We cure the opium epidemic, and we cure everybody of COVID at the same time. Perfect. Awesome.
2 for 1. That's a 2 for 1. That's a 2 for 1 deal right there. I'm not gonna lie. You get rid of two problems, right?
Yeah. End the war on drugs.
So welcome back.
And put vaccines in everybody's body.
Yeah. So welcome to Kamen Rider Saber, episode 16. A ray of light that saved the world. So welcome back to our weekly unnamed discussion series about Kamen Rider Saber. A weekly discussion series where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge about tokusatsu and Kamen Rider, and joined every week by my friend William. That's you, William. A person with no knowledge of tokusatsu or coronavirus vaccines, as we're joined every week by our special guest Tariq. That's you, Tariq.
Yeah.
As we discuss the latest Kamen Rider season, Kamen Rider Saber.
Vaccinate your kids.
Hey, everyone is easily persuaded in this show, apparently.
Okay, here's what's been rattling around in my brain for this, right? So I was thinking about this, right? The last series we had with 01. When we got
William does not know what that is.
Yeah,
yes.
that's fine. But when we got to this point,
it has robot girls in it, William. It has robot girls in it.
Yeah, when we got to this point before, right? We were like, I think it was about episode 16 as well, but when the first story arc sort of like had closed, when
excuse me,
the 22-year-old CEO main character had successfully defeated the terrorists, the robo-terrorists. One of them was dead. One of them was in captivity. Everything was hunky-dory. And then they transitioned to the next arc, which was, hey, I'm an asshole other CEO from another company trying to buy your company.
Yep.
But I thought about that, and I thought about the story-building way that they did it. And the way that they actually had hints of all of this being a thing before, and they laid the groundwork for it beforehand, and they were like, hey, this is where we're going to go. We're going to have this first act and make it seem like there's nowhere else that we could go from here, but then it's like secretly, hey, here's that mysterious shadowed figure that we've hinted at for so long coming back, and they're irrelevant. This is not that. This is the opposite of that, and I'm scared about the Reiwa era of fucking Kamen Rider shit if we are doing this, like, just like, okay, we can do multiple acts and, like, multiple arcs for the show, but Jesus Christ, please have a plan and actually, like, have cohesive story building when you're doing it. because this is just, it feels like it comes out of nowhere. Like, we fuck Tassel. Tassel doesn't matter anymore. That's where I'm at now. Tassel's just like, oh hey, I'm showing up and I fucking say some shit. And
yeah.
So Tassel relevant. All right, gotcha. So
I mean,
so far.
I say that, but then I'm looking back at the beginning and I mean, well, hey, guess what? He has a name. Say his name. His name is Yuri.
Yeah. He's not. I still prefer to call him Merlin, to be honest with you. But
yeah, it sounds a lot better. Or Clanman.
Yeah, or Clan Ghost. I
was going to say Clan Ghost because when he's still there, that hood is real pointy. And it's just I can't look at that and see anything else other than go, well, you know,
look, here's the thing. William still hasn't learned what Shocker is yet, so keep that in mind.
Okay,
wait till he learns
William,
what Shocker
the Nazis are real. Never forget the Holocaust.
Okay. Yes, I did go to school. I learned about
hopefully you shouldn't need school to know what the Holocaust was a thing.
Which World War II did you learn? Yeah. The real World War II or the Borat World War II?
Or the Attack on Titan World War II.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
Wait, is that a thing in Borat and Attack on Titan? I don't know.
Attack on Titan is just it turns out that Attack on Titan is just World War II. It's just World War II. Yeah, just like everything else in Japan.
There's a race war going on right now in Attack on, right? Like, that's what the last arc is, right? It's a race war?
No, the big reveal is that it was always a race war. Always has been.
Oh, it always has been.
Yeah, no. Like, literally, that's actually what it is. It's like, it's not even subtle about it. There are armbands, there are stars, there are... I mean, there's... The only thing they're missing is Crystal Knocked, and it's like... It's just fucking World War II. It's the Holocaust. It's just a thinly veiled Holocaust allegory. The problem is you don't really know who they're trying to say the good guys are at this point.
Yeah, I remember that. There's a whole big controversy about that. And maybe that could be Toma's next book.
Just the controversy of having your friends betray you or something like that? No,
his next book will be Mein Kampf, obviously.
It's just like this is why the southern base is full of shit. They're racist.
Well, who knows who the rest of the southern? They've just got this one bitch. So
I don't understand the structure of this organization now.
So let's
right?
Oh, now you don't? Now hold on. Now you don't? Because before it was just one random bitch in a dress that just stood over and walked upstairs and just said and looked down at everyone like a fucking condescending asshole and was just like, yes, kill the monsters for me. We need to murder them, please. There are evil books afoot. Kill them, please. I'm not going to explain until episode 10 how I know how where the monsters are. Just go kill them.
Just became real negative against Sophia for a hot second there.
Oh, I'm sorry. How is it? I can't be negative about a person who's absent.
I mean... Like, oh, okay, sure. No,
it's the same as saying, hey, look, I don't have daddy issues. My father's just missing. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Hunter x Hunter, so that's my mind.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
you're on that Hunter x Hunter train.
Yeah, but it's just like it's such a fucking I can't even with this shit.
Yeah, this episode took a fucking complete 180 of everything we established so far.
Well, she immediately went, oh, so you're not gonna give me that dick? Okay, cool. I'm gonna ruin all your friendships.
Oh no! Oh,
I mean, essentially,
it's way too accurate. That's all I'm saying.
She was like, okay, so let's just do this in order, right? Let's keep some kind of like narrative order, even though this show clearly has no ability to do that. Right. So the first thing that happens, right, is we get the Rowdy Rough Boys back at their.
Yep.
Honestly, the more I look at it, it looks like they're just stuck in an art gallery. Like, there's, like, green paint on the walls and, like, some paintings and shit and, like, an easel. that's like
I don't know. I feel like it's just like a back room.
It's got like warm light. Yeah, it looks like a green room where like you let like the guest actors stay. Which at this point, that's what they are, I guess. But yeah, they're just like staying in.
But don't
like,
worry, but now apparently they're old enough to come up with their own plans.
Yeah,
right?
oh boy, we've yeah, boys, the Rowdy Roughs boys have grown up. They're all grown up.
Yeah.
But like,
they don't need Mojo Jojo to tell them what to do now.
Yeah, they don't need no Mojo Jojo. But like,
it was Mojo who created them in the show, right?
But again, yes, he did. With Snips and Snails and Puppy Dog tails, which implies canonically that Mojo Jojo snipped off the tails of actual dogs, which is pretty fucked up.
I mean, he is evil. He is the bad guy in that show. So,
I mean, yeah, that's also just canonically for a kids show. Hey, I have detached dog tails that I've taken.
Well, to be fair, wasn't there like a lot of dark stuff that happened in
Yes, there is a girl in that show that full blown says my parents say that I was a mistake. So you know that's the shit that we're living with.
I remember that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But so.
Yeah, Rowdy Rough Boy has their own plan.
So they're like, you know what? Fuck it. We got close enough. We can do it.
Even though we clearly never established that they had their own plan, right?
Well, we never established that they had a plan at all. We never. Okay. Until last episode when they said we're looking for the Book of Revelations, table of Revelations, because the Book of Revelations is an actual part of the Bible. Yep. They were like, we don't wanna no, the Table of Revelations. There's a book, but you can't read books without a table on it. So fuck it. But yeah, until last episode, we had no fucking clue what their plan was. And then they're like, yeah, we're gonna have a plan. We got a plan. And then at the same time, wait, do they show the big book then? Let me look.
Yeah.
They open up a secret chamber and just pull out a big ol' heckin'. All of these unfinished books that they have are really funny to me because they look so clearly like just straight out of a 3D printer. Like,
I don't
like it's just straight up like 3D resin like printed like shit. And it's like, okay, cool. You're making the next big book. That's cool, but like,
I feel like these blank books could have been at least more creative, right? Instead of just being plain white, like at least like a gray color or something. Like these really do look like they just made that thing 5 minutes before shooting.
Yeah, honestly, if they had just said it was an actual, like, if they had shown an actual paper book that was blank and then let it turn into the weird like techno books that they are in Kamen Rider, I'd have been way more on board with that. But instead it's just like, yeah, so we had the 3D printer just shit out a fucking book, and that's what we got. And
but don't worry, hey, they can sell that later as a toy.
Yeah, the
so
blank book. Yeah.
But
then
they do that. Well, they actually do sell the blank version of the gimmick as an actual toy for people.
What?
Yeah. Do you remember Ghosts?
Oh, there's a. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they sold blank icons for like, here's the variant. You can get the rare variant.
Why
of the
do you
toy,
want a blank icon? It's just.
Oh, so you.
No, I was just.
So you could paint on it. Get some Sharpies and some stickers. Call it a day.
That just reminds me. By the way, William, we mentioned like base forms before. Yeah. Kamen Rider Ghost is the one thing where like the base form is actually shown an absurd amount of times. Because all of the Kamen Riders are just like, they have a base form, and then they wear like, basically like a boxer hoodie, like coming out like Mike Tyson like hoodie, that just comes on when they do their transformation, and so there's like a bunch of times where you just see them, and they just look like, you know those like blank like
drawing things?
The drawing figures, where they just have like a circular head and like circular hands and everything. And all that shit.
Yeah,
it's just that, but like
imagine that, but in black. Imagine that, but in black. And
Wow, alright then. That's pretty plain now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking basic. But that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, the base form shows up actually like a problematic amount of time.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then we get, it turns out that Kuro Widow, aka Reika, she has a last name. I don't remember it. I don't care. Just
Shindai,
yeah. Which
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not a pun. Just goes like, oh shit, hey, we're gonna need that light book.
Yeah.
You know, to
That
combat
thing that we
to
can't
combat the
find.
dark book. I mean, sure, that would have been great to know. You know, in all of these fights where we were having the dark book, she's also on the phone with somebody. Who the fuck is she on the phone? It's Tassel.
Oh,
probably.
it's the Southern Base.
No, it's Tassel.
The mysterious.
No, the ultimate villain
it's
is Tassel.
Tassel?
It's always been Tassel.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's
Always
all
has
leads
been.
back to Tassel.
Yeah. But anyway, here's my favorite shot. Just sending that to you right now.
That's a good one. That's a real good one. Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's just like, hey, we're gonna draw up the Sword of Light. Further cementing my crackpot theory that this is just some fucking sick samurai fanboy that just was like, listen, I gotta get all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Attributes. We got fire, we got water, we got earth, we got lightning. I don't know what to do with that one. We got wind, we got darkness, and now we got light. And it's just like, okay, cool. So you and fucking sound. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just like everything. It's just elemental attributes all up the wazoo.
Yeah.
Then we get the triumphant return of Buster's child.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey, look! It's his time to watch the child again, so it's fine. It's his weekend, all right?
Yeah,
It's his weekend.
it's like literally he has partial custody. This kid shows up like an actual, like, because if we think about the events of Caliber and all that taking like really only maybe 2 or so days, this is his weekend. Every other weekend he got the kid for the first time in a while, like, and that's my canon. The canon is still that this man is just a sad divorced dad. And then May just feels like honestly everybody just feels like it's totally okay to just talk about fucking all of the traumatic events that just occurred in front of this child. And it's like,
And look, this child's gonna learn. They're just gonna give it to this child now, so he doesn't have to worry about it in like 20 episodes when his dad may or may not die.
oh,
right?
I hope Buster dies in front of his son. Because this kid is going, like, this kid is already going to be fucked up. Like, this kid is already going to be...
Yeah.
There's so many things about... I need to word this properly.
He did get kidnapped.
Hold on,
so...
I need to word this properly, though.
Okay. Oh,
The things that are implied about the offspring of members of Logos is fucking baffling to me in this episode. I don't understand how it works. I don't understand the rules of any of this, and there is no sign that I'm ever going to get answers to the questions that I will perpetually have for the rest of my life. Because when they get to the point about Toma talking about his memories and how he remembers everything, it doesn't make any fucking sense either. Like, apparently these parents just go off and do swordsman shit, but let their kids go around and interact with the rest of the real world, and that's insane to me. That's an insane thing that you have to, like, have a talk with your child and be like, hey, Daddy has a secret. He transforms into a fucking robot man with armor and a big-ass sword, and he fights monsters, and don't tell your friends, and don't let yourself get captured, and hey, I might fuck up sometimes, and you might get captured. Anyway, bye. Because, like, the fact that Kento was able to just freely interact with Toma as a child is just weird to me. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they keep revealing the backstory of Kento, Toma, and Luna. I was like, I feel like this friendship was developed within a week.
It sounds like it was developed in, like, a day. It sounds like she showed up, gave him a book, but Kento and Toma already had a friendship, and then they were like, hey, it's like one of those friends that you meet, like, on a beach vacation, you go, we're gonna be friends forever, and you don't even remember the fucking kid's name after that.
Yeah, but then you post a picture of you and her on Twitter looking for each other, so it's fine.
Yeah, hashtag Craigslist misconnections. We were both 12 years old and you were sucked into a fucking door. What you up to now?
Oh my god. No.
Yeah,
But don't worry, they talk about the new year. They talk about the new year.
Yeah, they talked about the new year
and
cleaning things up, which, I'm gonna be honest, I regardless of this episode happening, I was so done with this year that I'm doing that now, because I'm like, burn everything that just burn it all. Burn all the problem parts, because
you should usually do that with bacteria. Burn, get rid of virus that way, burn it.
Yeah, so
that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
World War II taught me that.
Oh, well, I was going to say Vietnam taught a lot of people that, but napalm's a bitch. But yeah, but also Toma, okay, so again, this is my problem. Toma has to say, hey, there's housekeeping, or no, actually it's Rintaro, who's like, this country has an old tradition of housekeeping at the end of the year. What the fuck is your nationality? Where are you from? Because all of these people, all of the events are clearly happening in Japan. All of the members are Japanese. Maybe there's some people that are, you know, mixed, you know, half or something, whatever. But, like, you're clearly speaking Japanese. You're all in Japan. You're all Japanese people. How, like,
look, maybe the book world just has the Japanese language, but isn't.
Well, no, we know
that Japan.
No, we know what the language they have is. It's that weird glyph shit that's just like pseudo English, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
Right. So, what the fuck is Rintaro? I don't understand. I don't understand, like, the society that they establish as the lore of this series about logos and the bases and everything. Like, where do they exist? What dimension do they exist in? And, like, how limited is their access to... Because Rintaro is a full-grown adult, right? This is someone in their 20s. Going, hey, I've heard there's something about this housekeeping shit. You want to do this? And it's like, okay, yeah, that's a thing that people do. Like, that's pretty common. For a series all about, like, books, read one. Jesus Christ. Like, I can't fucking get it. There's, like, no consistency on, like, what the society's rules are. And then Toma has to go like, oh, what you mean, it's not housekeeping, it's cleaning the house. Which, that's semantics. That's some, like, bullshit-ass semantics. Toma's mansplaining right here. Hashtag mansplaining Toma. In fact, let's make it more concise. Toe-mansplaining.
Toe-mansplaining, okay, we'll go with it.
Yeah. But so, he decides to explain it all, and Rintaro's just like, yeah, let's all do that. And it's just like... Also, it's real tongue-in-cheek that they're all just like... Ooh, hold on. That might be my food. Hello?
Oh, the Tariq's food. Oh.
Great. I'm gonna be right there. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tariq is gonna go get food. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, Tariq has left. Okay, no, don't worry here.
Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Boy, it's a real crapshoot about where this goes while I'm gone.
Oh, okay. So basically, I'm just gonna tell you. So basically, they have to talk about New Year, blah blah blah, mumble jumble. Rider boys get their stupid books. Like, okay, we're gonna do our own book. It worked very well with Caliber. Caliber got his book, and then he ended up dying. What's the worst that can happen to us if we make our own giant book? We can't die. Like, there's no way we can also die, you know. So they're like, okay, let's do that, right? And then people start going crazy. And they can start seeing the book world somehow. Do they? I don't think they clearly explain why certain people. It's not like. Well, no, I mean, it's not like how it's like this book world appeared on Earth and then everyone but like only certain people start seeing this magical book world. Right, which makes. I
mean, they were saying.
Also, by the way,
they were saying because this whole thing, like how like the book was up there in the freaking sky or whatever, and whatever the magic dust particles that were falling. Apparently, that affected people. Yeah. That's what they're saying.
Okay. Well, and then we confirmed that this episode takes place in 2020, so that's something to note. We get an actual hard confirmation because we see a poster that says, "Hey, 2020 is the current year."
Hello, I'm here.
By the way, it's December. Yeah, so
I've been here for a while. Actually, I was just waiting to see. I was trying to see what the tone of the conversation was while I was gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so hey, we finally see May do her job.
Oh yeah, we finally. Hey, by the way, on that note of canonically proving that it's 2020, I mean, to be fair, Zio confirmed that all of the other Kamen Rider series canonically happened in their respective years.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah,
but no, we just in case if people forgot.
Yeah. We actually see May at her job, which I gotta be honest, I was surprised that it's like a real. They've shown this like in the opening. They've shown her at her job every fucking episode, and it's like they haven't shown it once before. And the only time that it's relevant now is introducing this boss character who is destined to die.
God.
I mean that's what it's implying.
Like, it's heavily.
So we see her at her job.
Like, yeah, we see her at her job. That's cool, whatever. Honestly, it's a nice place. It looks like a cool place to. Hey, that looks like a typical Japanese publishing company's editor's office or whatever. I don't know why they hired May to be his editor. Like. Honestly, if Toma has... So let's think about this, right? Really? Like, honestly. So Toma has enough income to open up his own bookstore and be pretty fucking...
In a pandemic.
In a pandemic. And be pretty fucking, like, lazy or at least, like, cavalier about, like, when he fucking, like, meets his deadlines. Right?
Yeah, and he has enough money for high-end street fashion.
Yeah. And high-end street, and all the hipster fashion, trilbies and fedoras he could ever want, right?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Look, for all we know, he might have just wrote this world's version of Harry Potter.
So, well, probably with less transphobic comments, but... Based off the Kamen Rider series, some of the Kamen Rider caricatures of gay people are probably less transphobic than anything J.K. Rowling's tweeted. But like, so somehow this fucking like probably 20-something upstart was just like, hey, we're giving you one of our more actually like valuable clients. Don't fuck it up. And she has consistently fucked it up. Just being like,
she lost the manuscript in what episode, right?
She keeps forgetting to ask him for the manuscript, which is the equivalent of like, hey, oops, can you give me my paycheck? But anyway, apparently a bunch of random people are seeing the book world, which I'm kind of curious about that because once again, back to the origin of all things, Gaim. So the big thing about Gaim was Gaim was another series where they had an alternate world to like go to. It was the Forest of Helheim, because everything was just sort of like a loose Nordic reference in fucking Gaim.
They all just happened to be. The main guy just had to be a Japanese samurai, so it's fine.
Yeah, what if the Vikings and the samurai, or what if Odin was like, "Hey, bless this samurai," but so I mean, I think that the inevitable ultimate conflict is going to be the Megiddo are gonna fucking succeed and blend this, because it's already like cracking, you know. There's already some fucking holes in the system where the book world is like showing up. I mean, that's what all of the, you know, when they open up the books and like transport a section of the city or people, that's what that's been. But it's like, it seems like it's, I mean, rapidly becoming inevitable. Like, soon, it's gonna happen real fucking soon, that it's just gonna blend together. But there are people just staring off, talking to themselves, going, "Oh, pretty lights, and trees, and dragons. Horseshoes and clovers!"
We're just gonna casually just mention the book world that we can see, you know?
And there's also some random otaku dude in this that I think is really funny, because May sees him and goes like, "Oh, what a weirdo," and he's just like shouting there. He also looks dangerously close to train tracks, so
okay. All right.
I don't know, Japan. You guys need to calm down about this. But yeah, it's just like a bunch of shit of. I think that the world's gonna like shit's gonna hit the fan pretty fucking soon. And I'll give them credit. That's a good thing to foreshadow, and that's a good. But I at the same time, I don't trust this series at this point to stick the landing. I assume that it's going to be something where it's just like, if they're gonna start the episode and they're gonna be like, it's gonna be like Avengers Endgame, where it's like, anyway, 2 years have passed. And we've had the world infused here for the last, like, 2 years. And it's like, no! Just, what? You can't just do that! But yeah, so then we get, Reika Shindai, asking...
Scheming?
Yeah, asking...
Scheming.
Well, no, she schemed at the beginning. Now she's here to slob on that knob. I mean,
God.
to scout Toma. Which, sure, I mean, he looks like a boy band member. Why not scout him like he's in one direction?
So this brings us to the question: how many riders are at the southern base at this point, right? Because we have what, 6 riders?
So let's take count.
Now?
Let's take count right now, right? So the initial like conspiracy theory was that there are 13, right?
Yeah.
So we have Swordsman of Flames, Swordsman of Water, Swordsman of Thunder, Swordsman of Wind, Swordsman of Earth, technically Buster. I mean, it's weird. It's more like rocks. Swordsman of Sound,
ground.
Swordsman of Sound, Swordsman of Darkness, and surprise, spoiler, the Swordsman of Light shows up. So we're
and supposedly he's been lost for 1,000 years.
And movie. Well, it's more that the Sword of Light has been found. Yeah, but. Anyway, and then we have movie Swordsman of, I don't know, Phoenix? What the fuck is that
Immortality,
shit?
according
is
to
that
what I'm reading
on
Wikipedia.
Oh, cool. So there's a
swordsman...
So does that mean, okay, so if everything is opposites or it has a direction, does that mean there's just a dead swordsman? The Swordsman of Death.
The Swordsman of Death is gonna be?
Yeah, there's a Swordsman of Perpetual Death. Like, the Swordsman of Stillbirth.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Swordsman of pro-life. That's the opposite of fucking immortality.
Yeah.
But like, so we're at 9. And assuming that Reika is a Kamen Rider, right? That makes 10. So that means that they have like maybe 3 other guys at the southern base. It's pretty lopsided. Also, it was lopsided to begin with because Caliber was a part of the northern base. So all 7 that we had already dealt with before, from Saber to Caliber, were already dedicated to the northern base. Versus the southern base, which, if it had been 13, would have been the other 6. I still haven't seen the movie. fucking release the movie, you cowards.
Nah,
Subtitle.
don't worry. Just gotta wait. Don't worry. Japan takes this piracy law very seriously.
Yeah, well,
we gotta wait for the Blu-ray.
Yeah, but they also put One Piece as one of their highest rated series. So I mean, let's get some piracy on that shit. Like, you know, yo ho, I want to watch this stupid movie.
Okay.
Also, I thought about this because I was thinking about Kamen Rider 01 in comparison to this one. One, the terrorists always win. That's how 01 works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bless up to my man Osama bin. Rest in peace, King. You were taken too early.
Oh my God.
Trying to get blacklisted so I don't have to fly anymore.
Oh my God.
But then also, I don't know who I have to pay or send tribute to, but if they can get Jin to start calling Horobi Daddy throughout the rest of that movie, I'll be very happy. That would be great. Because the whole father-son thing, I was thinking about this in the shower this morning. That's not normal. That's not normal. William, are you typing up whether or not Horobi is Jin's dad?
No. Sorry. I'm just...
Women doesn't know who any of these characters are, so it doesn't matter. Also, by the way, the change of time doesn't make any fucking sense again. Once again, one of my biggest problem is change of day in this series, right?
Listen.
So we later see Toma and May clearly late afternoon now, talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Talking about stuff, you know.
And then
like,
it's just
what's up?
and then it's just.
Then it's back to midday with Retro once again filling his gambling addiction.
Yeah.
He has a problem now.
Yeah.
They need
William,
to do something about
William, not William. William,
Mm-hmm.
I did not
what?
mean to call you out. Rintaro, sorry.
Okay.
Rintaro, like, is addicted to these fucking, like, pinwheel fucking, like, stupid games, where it's like, hey, maybe I can win something. And it's pretty funny that he's just like, he's gone from, Eclairs being his, like, vice to being, like, hey, Daddy just needs a new pair of shoes, please, please, please.
Also, watching the scene, there's a car going off in the background as Rika's talking to Ritz.
Wait, hold on. But hold on, because we're skimming over. I mean, yes, the time of day shit is fucking inconsistent as fuck. Toma just casually goes, yeah, Luna was, I don't know where she came from. She just showed up. Some random kid just showed up to me and started talking to me from the park and gave me a book. I took it home. My parents, I don't know who the fuck that is. Let's not get into the concept of Toma having any parents, because they have canonically not said shit about his family life.
Yeah.
But they just go, hey, this girl showed up. She gave me a book. I came home. I kept this book for the last 15 years. What? What? Okay, cool.
But then childhood friend Kento shows up.
Yeah, childhood friend
Kento.
Kento, whose dad is a fucking interdimensional with a dimension sundering sword warrior. He just shows up because I've casually known. Yeah, you know, every year at Christmas, you know, the fucking Kamiyama family. What was Kento's last name? Fukumiya?
Yeah, Fukumiya.
Yeah, the Fukumiya family invites my family over every year at Christmas, and we gather around the KFC chicken because fuck Japan, we may have stupid traditions. We just gather around the KFC chicken and we go, yeah, everything's great. How's work with you, Mr. Caliber? Oh yeah, you know, I murdered a fucking monster the other day. That shit was tough. The fuck is this world? Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Fuck.
Are you okay?
Fuck. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
But
it's hurting me.
even though Retro,
it's trying to.
But even though Retro, best friends with Toma. With Toma.
Yeah.
Like they have the whole bonds of friendship.
Yeah, they have the whole bonds of friendship. And all it takes is one fucking rumor. Wow, what a fucking bitch.
God.
Hey,
that's really annoying.
God was right about the snake in the garden, all right?
Oh, fuck.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
back
fuck.
Once again, back to the book
Oh,
of Revelations, all right?
Are you saying that Reika is Eve and Rintaro is Adam? Because to be fair,
No. I'm saying
Rintaro
is the actual snake.
Rintaro
is the actual snake.
Oh God, no! Rintaro is the one.
I'm trying to tie this all back to the book of Revelation.
Yeah, the book of Revelation.
No, well, the book theme in the show.
Wait, is Eden in Genesis or?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, God,
I'll find a Bible somewhere.
Okay. Look,
next time I go to a hotel, I'll steal one. I'll crack that cabinet open. But like, yeah, no, I mean that's a good point because like. She kind of sneaky. She's a sneaky bitch. And Rintaro is the one true man.
Without question, just believes her, you know. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, and Rintaro is pretty alpha, so I mean, it's, you know. But yeah, she just goes, Sophia got captured by the Megiddo. Anyway, go fight Toma. And then, I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna say Sophia was definitely just captured by Southern Base. Like, Reika 100% just fucking... I don't think that she just, like, waited for Sophia to, like, fuck... Because also, Sophia voluntarily fucked off. Right? She just went, oh shit, there's some stuff I gotta take care of. Here, May, here's the keys, and just dipped. And now we're just seeing her, like, potentially in captivity. But... there's, like, Reika's just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna take advantage of this, and just decides to take control of the entire situation. And everybody just listens to her, no questions asked.
Yep.
Which is insane. Well, okay, there's some questions. Buster and fuck, what's his name? Not Blast.
Tetsuo.
Yeah, Tetsuo.
Sora?
Yes, Slash. Buster and Slash just go like, hey, he wouldn't do that. And then she's like, I don't know, you got betrayed before. You get betrayed again. You were kind of stupid before. You might be stupid still.
Look, it's literally the argument like, hey, there was a terrorist attack. There might be a second one, you know?
It was literally the fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like, they went... we don't want to die like Kento, so... Might as well kill this fucking dude, I guess, or steal his shit.
Jesus, man.
Oh, also, again, this is all discussed in front of Buster's fucking child. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This kid is going to have... This boy's going to be in therapy to the day he dies. Like, Jesus Christ. Also,
he'll be questioning his friendships. He'll just be like wondering whether like he can trust anybody at all. He'll think everybody's out.
Yeah, but he's also gonna be one of those guys that like can't go outside without taking like a knife with him. Like he's just gonna be one of those like sword and knife weirdos who's just like, yeah, this is my knife and sword collection. It's like, oh, you murder people, don't you?
It's just so they won't murder me first.
Yeah, but then, well, he's just gonna be, if he grows up to just be a fat weeb, that'd be amazing. Just like a fat dude just like playing fucking Jedi in the park. That'd be great.
Also, real quick, something I found out about the actor for Sora, right? William, you know the reason why I thought that kid seemed familiar before, right? He was in Kira Major.
Wait, what?
Canonical. They're all connected.
Do you remember that episode of Kira Major when Juru went to help his preschool friends?
Okay, yeah,
Do you remember that smug kid that says, I hate imagination, and he ripped the paper in front of Juru? He
still hates imagination even then! He hated books and he hates imagination! This kid is a fucking...
Yeah, that's the same kid!
Are you serious?
It's the same kid! That's a real quick side story.
Oh my
God.
that's
the same thing.
Also,
it's like the same actor.
I think.
So here's the thing, William. So when it Kamen Rider and Sentai, it's not rare for them to just use the same actor to appear in both series, just playing a different character, right? And they do that a lot,
or
right?
the same character, depending on the crossover.
Yeah, like it depends. Like even right now within Saber, right? The actor that plays the previous Swordsman of Water, right? He was originally a Blue Ranger in a past season.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
They didn't even try.
Yeah.
That's really bad. They didn't even try. They were like, "Yeah, you're a Blue Ranger. Blue again. You did good. You were good as being blue. Be blue again."
Yeah,
Jesus
like even
fucking
with Kira Major right now, right? The actress that plays Sayel, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was a supporting cast in Kamen Rider Ghost series. We keep bringing up as discussion in this series.
The stupid fucking sister, right?
Yep, whose brother was a Syscon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, that Kamen Rider was a Syscon, by the way.
I mean, all right then.
Yeah. So anyway, Toma and May just randomly walks under this fucking bridge.
Whoa! Hold on. We have to talk about May's camping enthusiast editor in chief just going off camping by herself and getting fucking scooped up. Hashtag stranger danger.
That's not relevant to the end.
Like.
She just does that. She knows what she's doing. She's a big girl.
Well, she was a big girl until she got fucking snatched the fuck up.
God, yeah.
But yeah, they're just like, but Toma and May are just like, you know. Also, hold on. Here's the thing, right? So the timeline is supposed to be that May went to go get Toma to like turn in his manuscript, and Toma's like, you know what? I don't go by the editor office enough. Let me go in and turn it in myself. It's the new year or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, May's editor-in-chief just fucked off to go camping. She was like, I know I'm supposed to get this report on my desk by the end of the day, but I'm gonna go camping now. Cool. Glad to know that nobody's responsible in this world.
Like I said, the timeline of the show was really fucking weird.
Yeah.
I mean, because actually, this is still all the same day, right?
Well,
this all happens within a day.
She told, so technically, I mean, if we're really following
we start the day with them talking about stupid things.
If we're really following like the sun cycle thing of it, right? It was May went into the office, had her conversation with her boss. Or, like, they started the day having a conversation about cleaning house. Which, by the way, doesn't happen at all in this episode. I don't know why they brought up the house cleaning shit. Like, there wasn't a single scene of cleaning the house. Major too. Like, cool. Did you want to, like, have that? Is the cleaning the house
I don't know. I think
removing
it's setting
all
up.
the unnecessary...
It's setting up for the end of the arc. I think the end of the arc is gonna be them cleaning up the house.
No, I think the cleaning the house is removing the unnecessary characters at this point. Like, was showing...
Also, Ren... Here's the worst part, right? So, they do that. Yeah. And then Ren just shows up. Yeah. And we never see him get convinced by Sophia.
Ren, that's the thing. I went back to it, and I thought that Ren was just with Buster and Slash. No, they just tell him... I guess third hand, they just go... Yeah, it turns out Toma's probably gonna be bad. And Ren's just like, fuck yeah, I've been waiting to kill this bitch for, like, since day one.
He's very enthusiastic, that's for certain.
Yeah. He's, I mean, like...
Look, wait, when you have that chance to murder someone, right? You're gonna take that offer,
well,
okay?
it's like...
I'm not a psychopath, so why would I?
But it's like William said before, cults are scary, you know? Like, this is just a cult. Like, they just go... Like, someone of enough authority comes up to Rentaro and just like... Hey, yeah, Sophia's captured. Southern Base is Southern Base is taking over orders for Northern Base, and he's just like, He's like, your best friend
might be the traitor.
Yeah, might be a traitor. He's like,
Just go with it, man. That's just
that's the power of indoctrination, you know.
Especially because like it's like you fought and bled with this man side by side, and you're just willing to believe it. Are you kidding?
Yeah. It's almost as if we're just gonna ignore the bond of friendship they created over the last 15 episodes. Just ignore all that story growth.
Yeah,
we just had.
But so if we're following this from a day-to-day point, right? So that's a whole day of like just they have this stupid conversation about cleaning up. They like May goes into her office, comes back and talks to Toma. They have their conversation about like the shit that happened and like potential of there being a mole inside the organization. And then night happens. Presumably May goes home, or fuck it, Toma's banging out May. Who knows? But then they have that conversation, they meet up, and they decide to go walk under this fucking bridge in the morning to go, like, turn in his manuscript. And then...
Oh,
that's my theory. Even if this all happens the same... It's not better if this happens on the same day. It's not better if it happens, like, over 2 days. It's actually
worse if it happens all within the same day.
It's still really fucking fast for it to go, like, over 2 days. But everybody just shows up, and again, gang tactics... Everybody shows up on the bridge.
I noticed that too. I was watching this fight. They really are, even when they're fighting each other, gang tactics.
Yeah, 4-on-1. And they're like, hey, give us your book and sword. And he's like, but I like it. But,
here's the thing. Does Tomo still has Kento's sword, right?
That's a good question.
Like, he never gave that back, right?
I thought about that too.
He still has it, right?
I thought about that too, because normally, so here's just a William fun fact.
Yeah.
Normally, when it's like when there's all these like different combinations and stuff, normally it's more like this is one of those. I mean, we still don't know, but they haven't said so far that this is one of those things where you need to collect all 27 books or something or whatever to open the door to God. This is just like, yeah, you get your 3 Wonder Ride combo books, and, you know, there's other books and blah, blah, there's the King Arthur book, you get your big books. There's no necessity to any one person having all the books yet implied. But normally the main character would have just, like, an assortment of the transformation devices at this point. Like, he'd have...
Yeah, of gimmicks. He's the one that has all the gimmicks, right?
Yeah, he'd have, like,
because you gotta sell the show.
Like, and especially because it's, like, you know, it's interchangeable between everybody, but, like, normally they'd be working together, so it's like they'd have access to all of them. So, it's interesting to me that they're just like, give us your books. Not like Toma has access to all the books. He might still have one of Kento's books. He might have Kento's full fucking sword, but they're just like, "Hey, give us your shit," and he's like, "I don't want to give you my shit," and it's like, "We're here to take your shit. That wasn't really a request," yeah, things go about as well as they could have
They started fighting.
Yeah, and then they started fighting.
If anything, I do like that fight scene was really well done. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
with
even
the camera work,
even if it didn't make any fucking sense for it to happen.
Yeah,
because they're like,
I think they just want an excuse to show off the camera works. I mean, to be fair,
I'm glad that the last few episodes have been. Look, Kamen Rider's always better when Kamen Riders are fighting each other than fighting the monster of the week. Like, it's just... Once we get to the infighting, it's the best. When Kamen Riders are kicking each other in the fucking face. But, like, Rintaro has his whole breakdown about, like, it's my family, you can't say that shit about my family. And everybody transforms and starts fighting him.
I don't believe that my family is racist, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
I went to Thanksgiving and nothing they said was problematic to me at all.
Oh god. It's too real.
And then apparently the Megiddo has something to do with that and something to do with their fucking big-ass book that they've got holding on to. It relates to some kind of new story, and they pass it off to Legiel to, like, take care of it. Who, as we've seen today... by my screenshot, isn't able to handle his emotions very well. And then the one true god, Grand Wizard Clanman Yuri, shows up and stops everything, and then pulls like a Soul Eater in his transformation. And he's just like, I am the blade.
Alright, so here's something about Kamen Rider and Chess Rider 2 fucking weird. In the past, I have Kamen Riders transform into dumb shit, right? Like, there's been 2 seasons where the Kamen Rider just straight up transforms into a bike.
Wait, what was the other one where they transformed into a bike?
Axel. Axel, remember?
Oh, Double. I mean, did he actually I know
he transformed into a bike, right?
Did he? I know everything was a bike for him, but I don't know that he actually turned into a bike.
Did he not turn into a bike? I could have sworn he turned into a bike.
I remember his trial form was interesting, but I don't remember him turning. Nope. He turned into a bike. Oh, that was
okay.
stupid.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy!
Oh
boy! Wow, he really turned into a bike.
So
he turned into a bike so badly. Oh god!
I think that's how you pronounce his name. Psycho.
Yeah, Psycho. Yeah. Well, it's great light basically.
Mm. So basically, him transforming into a sentient sword. Not a big shocker for a Kamen Rider to pull, right?
Yeah.
Because we actually had a season where a Kamen Rider forced other Kamen Riders to transform into a weapon without their consent.
Huh.
Wait, which one are you? Which one was that?
Oh, it's those final attack, right, Tariq?
Oh, whatever. I mean, sure. I mean, that's a way to look at that. I mean, yeah, you're right. Don't get turned into cards, people. Number one rule of Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get turned into cards.
Don't get turned into cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Psycho show, and he just kicks everyone's ass because nobody can hit a floating sword.
Yeah, I don't need no man to wield me. I can whoop your ass by myself. I'm a strong, independent clan member.
Oh no!
But like, they also all just get funny. They all just get their asses beat by him, and it's really fucking funny. Like,
yeah, I'm watching it again. It's just fucking floating around.
Yeah, it's just floating around, like whipping them around.
But don't worry, Reika's there in the background.
Yeah, Reika's there in the background. You know, fucking ready for.
Like she knew this was gonna happen for some reason. I don't know how she knew that the Swordsman of Light was gonna appear. Right?
I mean, it's not that crazy. So look, here's my issue with it. It's not that I don't understand the logic of this. It's that it happens so suddenly. So, and without necessarily any implication of why it's happening. Because the rationale that Reika has is actually pretty easy to follow. She needed to create a threat for Toma, who she knows is being watched by, I guess, somehow. The only thing that I can think of is, because he passed the King Arthur book trial, she knows that he would be watched by the guardian of the Arthur book. Which is the Sword of Light, or at least the Sword of Light's spiritual whatever the fuck. So she created a new threat that would cause Psycho/Yuri to appear to defend him, which is what she wanted to have happen because they needed the Sword of Light to combat the Sword of Darkness. Again, they've had Caliber be an issue for who knows how many fucking years at this point. But fine. We need to do this now. Specifically now. But it makes sense that it's like she knew that this would happen because she was trying to create some kind of situation where Yuri would appear and show himself. And the best way to do that was to have Toma, who is being watched by him, get attacked and be on his own, which, you know, it works, but it doesn't make sense for it to happen now and all of a sudden and without really any rationale or impetus. Like, cool, what the fuck is your motivation, Reika? What the fuck is the Megiddo's involvement? Why do they seem surprised by the existence? They knew that Toma got the Book of Arthur, book. The King Arthur book. Why are they surprised that there was a... did nobody know that there was a secret ghost man other than Reika that had the Sword of Light? I don't fucking know. Nothing's fucking explained.
Yeah, isn't Tetsuo in charge of all this knowledge shit?
Tetsuo was his job? Turns out that R&D turns out that the R&D in a secluded interdimensional space is pretty fucking limited when you don't interact with the outside world. When the idea of cleaning house for the new year is fucking foreign to you, it turns out that your R&D department might be kind of fucking brain dead. Jesus Christ. I sound more upset than I am. I just think that it's, this is just the consistent tone that I feel about this series, where it's that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Also, here's the worst part. So Psycho kicks everyone's ass, and then they run away, right?
Well, no. Then they hold Ren back. They're oh, let me at him. And they're no, Scrappy.
Yeah, Scrappy Doo, right?
Ren's new name is Scrappy Doo. But he just...
that's the worst part about this, right? They run away. I was like, where are they running to? Toma knows where you're running to.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a house.
That's the problem with gang tactics. Everybody knows where your parents live.
Also, the worst part is they know where Toma is located too. It's not like oh boy, he's either gonna be at his.
It's funny that they chose to attack him in the middle of this public, like in a public bridgeway instead of just.
Someone's knocking on the door. Just keep going.
William has left.
Oh boy.
Someone's at the door.
Oh boy.
The person is doing.
Jeffrey Epstein.
3 knocks. There's 3 knocks. It's 3 light knocks. Doot. Oh, there's 2 hard knocks.
Oh boy.
There's a low deep knock.
That sounds pretty secretive.
Right now. I don't know. The Williams opened the door. There's a person there. He's whispering something. Is that Parcel Tongue? That sounds like Parcel Tongue. I just finished rewatching all the Harry Potter movie. So
why did you rewatch all the Harry Potter movies?
That's my boy. I have so many issues with that franchise now.
I barely watched the 5th one. I read all the books, but I didn't. The only thing I want to watch is the 7th one where Neville's balls drop and he fucking cuts off a snake's head.
Yeah, boy, that franchise really does take a dark turn real quick.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, so they're shaking hands. So they have one hand in and one hand out.
Boy, it'll be really awkward if William comes back and goes like, yeah, there's a crisis going on. Like, boy. My mom has COVID. She tested positive. Oh boy.
Jesus fuck.
I'm just saying, it'll be really awkward if we just do all this shit and he comes back, he's like, I gotta go. And he's just like, oh boy.
William still isn't back.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, back to my real problem. It's like they all run away, right? But the problem is everyone knows where everyone is.
They could have just burned down. They could have just burned down Toma's shop and caught him. I guess they were trying to be civil and they were like, "Hey, Toma, can you just give us your book?" But then he's just like, "No, I don't." And they didn't really have another plan for that other than, "Okay, guess we gotta fight." They didn't go, let's offer you some money to give it up, or
there better be no fanfiction of me right now.
Or it got close, but I kept it in line.
Or they can just talk out like normal civilized people.
Yeah,
they decide to bring the worst fucking person to have a normal conversation. The guy that if you give it to a gun, who'll shoot the first person who'll see.
Yeah, we're just talking about how they really did not have a plan other than ask Toma politely to give his weapon, his sword and books back. They really just didn't. They really just didn't have that, and then they just run off to go figure shit out.
Also,
and
real quick, May is slowly becoming the most rational character in the series.
You know how whenever there's a hostage situation, you send somebody calm and collected to
Yeah, that's not any of the 4 of them.
Yeah, that's not
any of the. That's not any of the 4 of them. Maybe that would have been Slash because he didn't have too much fucking social anxiety to fucking do anything else. But this just was not. Again, the point. Reika was clearly trying to provoke shit to happen. She was just trying to start shit.
Yeah.
But it's just so
Also the her entire thing was hope that they fight. What if they rationally discussed it? Did she have a backup plan? It's she didn't even plant any evidence on Toma for them to have doubts.
Also, let's be real. Let's be real also. Her plan for Toma, right, was hey, do you want to come to the southern base? And then he went, no. And then she went, oh, okay, cool. Good luck with that. And then she went and immediately went, I'm going to just gaslight all of his friends and tell them to fight him and just be a real bitch about it. And it's like, wow, that was your plan B? First, ask him, and then second, just set him up for failure with his friends? That's pretty fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it just went from 0 to 100 in a millisecond.
I'll tell you, the southern base. Yeah. The southern base, alright? It's that southern base.
Again, who knows how many fucking Kamen Riders are available there?
Because it clearly shows, because as far as we're concerned, Yuri, even as the Sword of Light, was a pretty neutral fucking rider in this fucking
all he did was
thing.
Fuck around and just hide with the King Arthur book and just hung out with
like
that.
his job was just to guard the King Arthur book.
And occasionally,
I don't think he was even
occasionally get drugs for Tassel, like you know. But apparently no. He's also the fact that we already knew that Tassel had interacted with like the real world. We knew that Tassel could do that, and we knew that Yuri was hanging out with Tassel. But because they both have canonically proven to exist within the same level of like entity, like they're at least like they can go and talk to each other and blah blah blah. That means that like in theory, if Yuri can go back and forth between hanging out at Tassel's house and his like house arrest ass, and can go into the real world and interact with shit, that means that other people could too. And I'm waiting for a fucking tea party at Tassel's house, like it's fucking Fire Emblem 3 Houses, where you gotta just, you know, where Toma's gotta like tickle the balls on Tassel or something.
Oh god, that's not an image I wanted at all, but now you're just giving it to me.
Yeah, well, Tassel's been trying to give that image to everyone. Also, May does have some great points here where she's just like, who the fuck is this guy?
She did that when Reika first appeared too.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember that.
And
she's becoming the most rational character in the series.
Yeah, it's sad to say that like May is actually like she has the most like, as much as she's written to be stupid, she just has these moments where she breaks character and goes, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
I'm just waiting for her to start questioning the plot. I just want her to start questioning the plot. Right? That's all I'm waiting for, is for her to start talking about the plot and how none of this makes sense.
Yeah, that's one of the things that. So when I was trying to catch this episode online, because you know, shout out to America for not having a service that, you know, we have a bajillion fucking streaming services and none of them carry fucking Kamen Rider. What a fucking bunch of bitches.
Oh, what do we mean? Yeah, Shout Factory. Even
Shout Factory. Do I want to watch something from 40 years ago? Fuck no, I don't.
Apparently, Toei is actually like the worst when it comes to fucking streaming.
Yeah, so, it turns out.
There you go.
But so
also they don't know how to manage their property. So real quick, off topic.
Yeah.
Hey, so you guys know about that Ultraman?
Yeah. How
Netflix
it just like
series.
is only on Crunchyroll for some reason.
Not about. Do you know the origin of that? The real origin of that?
The origin of Ultraman as a series?
No. The cool stylized modern age Ultraman. So William, there's two versions of Ultraman that's pretty much airing right now. There's like the stupid cheesy tokusatsu version.
Yeah,
there's
like Godzilla.
Sentai
There's the Godzilla version, and then there's the so you mean like the manga / anime thing?
Yeah, with the more modernized.
Yeah.
Ultraman,
the manga's
where he has,
fucking
like,
amazing.
robot.
The Ultraman manga is amazing.
Like the more. Yeah, so you know the origin of that I found out?
What?
The author of that originally wrote it as a Kamen Rider fan manga, right?
Jeez.
And then Toei was like, hey, stop that, cease and desist, don't make this anymore. And the guy was like, okay, I'm just gonna do Ultraman now. And then Tsubasa, I think that's the company that owns the Ultraman, right? Like, hey, that shit's cool. We're hiring you. Here's 3 million yen. you take this money.
Yeah, Subaraya.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's like, I was like, I read that. I was like, wow. Yeah, Toei, one of the most backwards company.
Yeah, so. Toei doesn't know what the fuck to do with anything. That's why every anime that they produce has like 75 just still shots that in the middle of a single episode that lasts for 5 seconds.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Right.
But yeah,
so Tassel's like, now the bonds of friendship's been broken in one episode.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating to no end. But you know.
Yeah. I mean,
but don't worry. But then May's stupid editor gets transformed into a monster. There you go.
Hey, the real title of this episode should be Bros Before Hoes, because this one bitch shows up and just fucking ruins everything. You know, you get a group of good friends, everything's fine. Then she shows up and she starts fucking around and messing everything up for everybody, talking hot shit. Yeah. This bitch over here. I mean, come on.
I'll tell you, it's the snake. It's the snake.
Yeah.
It's God was right. Don't trust the snake.
God can't be right, because we already have a Kamen Rider Lucifer in canon now, thanks to the Kamen Rider 01 movie.
Oh god, what? Hold on. What is going on?
So as you know, Kamen Riders are just named after the stupidest shit. Like, don't just take anything and put it as a Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider Blades with an S.
I'm trying to think of what the dumbest Kamen Rider name is.
I mean, what is the dumbest Kamen Rider name? J. There we go.
That's pretty bad, but...
Yeah, it's just the letter J.
Yeah, but then there's Kamen Rider Black, and that doesn't age well.
That's nice.
I'm trying to think. What I think is the...
It has to be a stupid movie exclusive Kamen Rider at this point, right?
I mean...
I'm trying to think. What is the stupidest Kamen Rider name?
I mean, to be fair, Kamen Rider Slash is pretty fucking stupid.
I mean, that's pretty fine. He's sword, so it makes sense.
But he's the only Kamen Rider with a sword that turns into a gun, and his name is Slash.
Okay, hold on. Tariq, what about... Remember, there's Kamen Rider Brain, alright? So that's up there.
I mean, Kamen Rider Genmu doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I'm trying to think about, like, was Gen supposed to be like genome? Like, what the fuck was that supposed to be? GENM. What was that supposed to be? But there's some pretty fucking dumb... Jesus Christ. Why do I watch this series? O's? No! O's is the worst! O's is the worst. It's just a dude with 3 O's, and they decide to call it O's. That's the dumbest name. That's gotta be the dumbest name, right?
I mean, what about Double? His name is W.
Yeah,
that's true. His name is Kamen Rider W, but it's pronounced Kamen Rider Double, alright?
Yeah!
He's already a lie. He's a lie.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, okay. In terms of single letter, let's see. I mean, there was a Kamen Rider called Kamen Rider Poppy, so, you know.
Well, yeah, but but that was her... That actually played in... Like, there was a reason for that.
That's like naming yourself Kamen Rider Steve, alright?
No, it was Kamen Rider Donkey Kong. Like, that's basically what that was, because it was X-Aid, you know.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit. Hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, the 01 Kamen Rider's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, they all just they just went after their own names. Vulcan comes out of nowhere.
Kamen Rider Hirobi, Kamen Rider Jin.
Vulcan comes out of nowhere.
Those are actually pretty fucking stupid. Now that I think about it. Yeah,
that was pretty bad. That's like Superman saying my superhero name is Clark Kent.
No, it's Super Kent. Yeah. That's it. My superhero name is Kent of Earth.
Yeah, I'm the super. Yeah, I'm. Oh God, I'm Super Clark. or I'm Kent Man. But yeah,
Christ.
apparently Legiel needs to throw the big book at people to do something, and also turn them into a monster. I don't know. All I know is that they turned this poor woman into a fucking Yeti, and that's like the opposite of whatever a glow up is. Is just, hey, you went from being like a pretty attractive, like probably mid-30s, early 40s businesswoman to you're just a full-on Yeti that looks like a big-ass white gorilla.
But yeah, pretty much. All right. Is that how we're ending the episode?
I guess that's where we're ending the episode. I think William died.
Okay. Anything you want to say before we end the episode?
Yep, William's gone.
William I have left. William has left.
Yeah, William's gone. Ain't no William.
William.
He knew the choices he was making.
Do
you think he had to poop real bad? Do you think it was just like he
just
had like...
Actually, you know what the fuck happened to him? He legit just fucking disappeared.
Do you think he just had like crippling diarrhea?
Do you think he got COVID? Is that?
I don't think. No. I just said that one person had COVID. I don't think that he has. Everybody has COVID. That'd be sad.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck happened to William. That he just fucking was that him? Was that him making background sound?
No, that's probably my burp.
Okay. Okay. I guess William just fucking left. I guess we're just gonna end the episode now.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I guess that's how we're ending this episode.
COVID's a real thing, and once again, friendship betrayed by Kamen Rider Saber.
Yeah. Remember, don't trust snakes. There you go.
All right.
That's the episode. Coronavirus is still a thing.
Rip to
Wash your
William.
hands. Yep. Okay. Thanks. Bye.